People who have been doing a lot for the past year are on the stage. I wanted to take a moment and thank them. These are our Kellogg student leaders for the KIN student leadership team. They bring the KIN to campus, to the students. They bring themselves and others here to be with us. They were instrumental in the creation, development, and support of the KIN Challenge class that you experienced yesterday. And fortunately for all of us, 4 of them will still be with us next year, and hopefully they will be with us here again at the KIN. So Solan, Anya, Jonathan, and Sam, thank you so much for your commitment. This is a lot of work. And I know as a Kellogg student you have a few other things to do. So let's give them a round of applause. And just so you know, I present them personally with the coin in the proper military fashion when we're not on stage. So thank you. And with that, our 3 graduating students, it's always bitter and sweet at the same time because we get a chance to work together and get to know each other, and 2 years goes very fast. And so you'll be off changing the world and doing all the things that we wish and hope for you. Of course, not only as a graduate and an alumnus of Kellogg, but a member of the Kellogg community and of the KIN for a lifetime. As all of us who've been with the KIN for a while know, the KIN isn't so much about the organization you're representing. That's critical, it's important. We are here to support companies and organizations, but it is first, foremost, and fundamentally about the human beings who are part of the organization and not the organizations themselves. So, welcome to the KIN community yet again. And as is our tradition, we asked each of the students to speak for 2 minutes. They're allowed to say or do anything they feel like saying or doing, so you never know. And as an educator, that opens me up for lots of risk, I'll tell you that. But it's always entertaining and insightful and inspiring. So with that, why don't Alyssa and Chevy join me over here, and Shri will start.
Hi. So have you ever heard of Patronus dreams or memories? Well, from the Harry Potter world, Patronus memories are memories that make you go, wow. When you look back at them, you feel enchanted, happy, and you just get a glow of warmth in your chest. So one of my favorite Patronus memories from when I was 7 is huddling at the back of music class. I wasn't really good at music, so with a couple of my friends, and we would talk about and discuss whatever amazing thing we learned that week. It was, hey, did you read about the new space shuttle? Or, hey, I found this really bizarre worm under my rug the other day. And and that's how our friendship just forged. Coming forward a lot of years, when I look at KIN Global, I see the exact same thing. I mean, I'd like you to take a second and look around you. You're all very different. But the one main thing, the common link, is how you all are so excited about anything new and so willing to learn and meet new people. So back in the young days, I would say, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we took a space shuttle and went underwater and, find new stuff? And my friends would go, wow, yeah, that's cool. Here, we say, wouldn't it be cool if we trained rats to find cancer or, make the Jetsons real? And every one of you says, yes, that's cool. So I look forward to knowing all of you a bit more over the next 2 days. I urge you to take this opportunity and make new Patronus memories for yourself. I'm Shriyan Srivastav. I graduate from Kellogg in 3 weeks and have a fantastic KIN Global 2016. Thank you.
Shri, quickly, and I'll ask the same question of Alyssa and Chevy. Where are you going when you graduate?
I've got no idea. I know
in true KIN fashion.
Yes, I know I'm ending up in the UK, and the aim is to work with technology that goes wow. Yeah. But I'm still figuring that out.
So FYI, he is a star in every way. And when he says, I have no idea, it's not because he hasn't been thinking. He's very deliberate. but he is an absolute star, and I know you're going to do extraordinary things, Shri. Thank you. Thank you. Great. Alyssa.
Thank you, Shri. So about 2.5 years ago, I was sitting at Kellogg Admitted Students Weekend in the auditorium. I had so stressed out about what business school I was going to attend. And Dean Sally Blount was talking to us. And I was weighing all my pro-con list, cataloging everything she said from pros to cons. And something she said made me pause. She told us that Kellogg was a community of low-ego, high-impact leaders. And it was at that moment that I knew that Kellogg was where I wanted to be. I, too, wanted to be a low-ego, high-impact leader. So fast forward several months, I obviously decided to go to Kellogg, and I heard about the KIN. And I didn't really know what type of culture the KIN was going to be, but I was interested in corporate innovation. I decided to apply. So you could imagine how ecstatic I was at KIN Global last year when I realized that the low-ego, high-impact culture that I love so much about Kellogg shapes the KIN as well. At KIN Global, we come here to learn from each other. And when we're exchanging ideas, it's not to show off at a cocktail party or to promote our own products and services. It's sincerely to give each other the tools to learn from each other's experiences to make the world a better place. At the KIN, I am proud to be a part of this group of leaders. We know here at the KIN that innovation is not best achieved through a ping pong table at the office or walls of Post-it notes or one single brilliant person. Innovation and progress are realized when groups of brilliant people check their egos at the door and come together to achieve high impact. And that's why I'm proud to be part of the KIN, a community of leaders who knows how to do just that. Thank you.
Great. So, hold on a second. So what's your plan post-Kellogg, Alyssa?
Well, I'm farming in Vermont for a while, and then I will be in the Marketing Leadership Development Program at Johnson & Johnson Medical Devices.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So related to what we've heard this morning about medicine and healthcare.
Absolutely.
Great. And the farm in Vermont sounds pretty nice.
I'm very excited.
Great. Thanks, Alyssa. Chevy.
Thank you. Thanks. So, my name's Chevy. I first heard of KIN in the summer of 2014. A friend asked me if I was interested to join. At the time, I was like, Kellogg Innovation Network, didn't quite know what it was, but sounded cool enough. Sure, sign me up. With this chilling attitude and an ocean of really, really talented leaders like Shri and Alyssa and all the folks here, not surprisingly, my encounter with KIN started with failure. I was rejected by the leadership team. But I didn't give up.
Thanks, Ted. That's very nice. Yeah. University of Chicago graduate Ted Wright. Okay, all right, yeah, okay.
But all the magic started from there. So I didn't give up. I walked up to Rob during a networking event in the following fall and asked how else I could get involved. How about defining your KIN challenge? Rob asked me. Again, didn't quite know what I got myself into, but challenge accepted. So I went home, assembled a team, and started working off a few ideas. For a long time, I had no idea whether this was ever going to happen until one day, my roommate told me this interesting lunch she had with a reporter who had an amazing experience covering China and Africa. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's my angel. I need to talk to her. And the rest of my story with KIN was just history. This was how I got connected with my challenger, Isa Folkwell, who's the CEO of African Leadership Network and who spoke at KIN Global last year. My team won the challenge, and I was presenting on stage this time last year. This year, I became a student leader, leading KIN engagement on campus and advising KIN Challenge students on their presentations. I have to say the past 2 years has been a truly amazing and transformative experience. And it's my absolute honor to be able to share with you my experience on stage for the second time. Certainly it takes a lot of luck and perseverance, but like Rob always said, never takes serendipity to chance. As I'm graduating and my journey with Kin continues to unfold, I hope to take the same hope and optimism, the hard work and tenacity that have brought me to this point, and carry that with me to continue to make great things happen. And every so often, make my journey back and share my stories with you. Thank you.
Great. Chevy, thank you. So what are you up to post-Kellogg, Chevy?
So my parents, it will be their first time in the U.S., so taking them to Disneyland and New York and Boston and, yeah, Silicon Valley. So we're traveling for a month. It's really exciting. I'm passionate about design innovation, so I'll be joining a design consultancy in the Bay Area.
Fantastic. Thank you. And by the way, Chevy, not only did you perform ultimately as a member of the leadership team and in the Kin Challenge, you outperformed. The segment that those of you who were with us last year saw about Africa and China didn't come because Peter and I were sitting around talking about Africa and China or something. It came because of your idea. And you said, I think we want to address this. And I said, that's a critical issue. And got to figure out who could be on the panel. And Chevy said, well, I got somebody for you. And that was Isaac. Do you remember the panel of the fellow who drove from New York because his flights were delayed? Drove overnight from New York because his flights were delayed to be there on time for his panel? That was this panel. And that was all because of Chevy. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for all the students. Thank you.